We are Gay and Robert. 5 years ago, we quit our jobs, sold our house and all of our possessions, and began living the dream of traveling the world with only backpacks on our backs. After flying over 300,000 miles and visiting 82 countries, COVID brought us to a screeching halt. True to our fashion, we improvised and bought a brand new van and built it out in just 6 weeks to explore the United States until international travel opens up.
So with everything going on in India recently with the COVID, we thought we would share some of our video with you and our love for India. We were there for about 2 months in total, 3 different trips, one for a month, racing a tuk-tuk across India, 3,500 kilometers. We fell in love with the people. It's an adventure country, of course. It's dirty, smoggy, but the nicest people you will meet in this world. So we thought we would put together what we had for video. It's shot on a Pixel 3, which the quality might not be great, but it might be similar to what we do now. So anyway, we put that together and kind of tell you a little bit about some of the things that we experienced. So we started out the trip. It was around the world trip that we took. Basically flew into Singapore, went to Indonesia, New Zealand, Australia, and then flew to India before heading to Europe and then back to the United States. It was a great trip. We flew into New Delhi, and rented an Airbnb there. Airbnb was nice. We had our own security guard, which was fantastic. Cheap prices, clean, older infrastructure throughout, but crazy traffic all the way through India, but fun. Many people selling food on the streets. People make their money off of small things, selling chai, selling street food, tuk-tuks, doing deliveries, hauling stuff for people. It's all, their economy is based on little small pieces. We went to Old Delhi, which was fantastic. That's an old part, of course, of Delhi, and its infrastructure's old, methods of moving stuff around, clothes, everything. It was awesome. It was like being in a movie. You just couldn't believe it. We would take tuk-tuks all over. People were so nice. They would always want to do selfies with us, so we constantly were doing selfies. We ended up taking a train to Agra, which is where Taj Mahal is, and we got let off of an Uber here and walked to the train station. It was just crazy. I mean, the video doesn't show it correctly. It was nuts, and it was such a cool experience. Just surrounded with people, and basically the only white-skinned folks, and it was fantastic. People are so nice. Took the train. We ended up, we wanted to be with the locals, so we did, instead of a first class ticket, we bought a second class ticket. And but then when we got there, we noticed people were getting on the trains and were hanging out the side doors. And so we were a little concerned that we bought that ticket and not the ticket that we ended up with, but it was fine. I think we had a little cold sandwich meal that they served us, and but we were with the locals, mainly like the business people traveling to Agra. The sides of the railroad and much of India, I mean, we took a tuk-tuk, we saw it all. It was crazy. We ended up renting bikes and riding bikes through Old Delhi, which was awesome. It was smile on her face the whole time. It was craziness, and again, the videos won't show it, all the traffic and people, and it's just awesome. You can see that it shows English on the back of the rickshaw there, tuk-tuk, and there's quite a bit of English, so that also makes it comfortable in India. They were British ruled, so there's a lot of English. All the people selling on the sides, fruit. This is a spice market, and also where the flower market is, and it was great. You could hardly breathe the amount of spice that was in the air, and it would cause you to cough and such, but it was great. Guys will fly their pigeons off their roofs. They have some sort of game that they play between each other, and they try and get their pigeon from somebody else to come to their roof, and then they sell it back to the person. It's kind of a game that they play, kind of a gambling type of thing. Kids going to school in their rickshaw school bus, and again, you should feel so uncomfortable there, but no, you walk on the streets and people will say hi to you and smile at you, and just really a unique country. We took a tour through Old Delhi, and a gentleman in the front rickshaw there was showing us around, which was great. Ended up going to his place at the end, which was a mansion, which is not a mansion like we know, but it's a really fancy place tucked in this mess of Old Delhi. So it was unique. Airbnb experiences are great ways to get tours in these places. Felt like you're on a movie set when you're going through these areas. It was nice. We have more video. We did 2 other trips, like I was saying before. One with the rickshaw, and one. The rickshaw was with our oldest son, and his wife, and then we went with our youngest son. Right before COVID hit, and both trips were great. We were again fall in love with the people there. So hope you enjoyed a little bit of the glimpse.